Strange costumes, hidden identities, celebrity judges, song covers. What more can you ask for in a reality show? This surprising combination turned out to be television gold. If you've been glued to the TV screen recently, you may know what we're talking about. There's a new game show making waves, and probably for the strangest reasons. The Masked Singer is Fox's newest reality show. This highly secretive show may be wonderfully terrible, but it just keeps you wanting more. Turns out there are several secrets kept by this show to make sure nothing's leaked out before airing. Want to find out which secrets were revealed by the showrunner himself? Keep on watching. On January 2nd, 2019, Fox aired the first episode of The Masked Singer. Did we really need another show about a singing contest? Before you say no, here's the twist. This new hit TV show isn't looking for the next big star. They're not looking to make someone famous. That's because everyone competing in the show is already a celebrity. In fact, this show wants to remove your fame altogether. How so? They hide each contestant's identity with elaborate costumes. The show features hidden contestants in a singing competition, judged and identified only by their voice. The contestants, who can be performers, athletes, or even reality stars, are covered from head to toe. Not even their hands are seen so as not to give anything away. Contestants are pitted against each other until one is eliminated each week. Only when eliminated can they reveal their identity. The masked contestants give vague hints about who they are or what they do to help the judges a little bit.
Piano is a clue.
Putting on a show is in my DNA.
It's giving me Vegas vibes.
The mysterious reality show generated a lot of buzz. It seemed familiar to some, perhaps because of viral videos going around that showed a similar concept. The concept originated in South Korea with a show called King of Masked Singer. Started in 2015, the show pitted famous idols and singers against each other. They would each sing the same song and then a different solo. All the while, celebrity judges would critique the singing and speculate the singer's identity. Those who have seen videos or episodes of King of Masked Singer would notice a difference between that and the American version. The Masked Singer is so much more elaborate as contestants have backup singers and dancers on stage with them. In the original Korean version, performances are toned down. Contestants are accompanied by a live band, and that's it. The Korean show also brings on much more judges, sometimes having 11 celebrities on the panel. King of Masked Singer was such a huge hit in South Korea that several versions were made of it around Asia. The concept is now shown in China, Indonesia, Thailand, and Vietnam. There's even talk of the show premiering in the Netherlands. Will this masked singing competition show take over the world? It seems that it's already starting to take over America. Fox said that The Masked Singer is the highest-rated unscripted debut a network's had in 7 years. The first episode raked in 17 million viewers across multiple platforms. The success of this debut already sealed the show's second season, which Fox said will be even more fun, weird, and wonderful. The Masked Singer is a limited series that started out with 12 contestants. The first episode featured 6 celebrity contestants, their true identities a mystery to the judges. The panel consists of an odd group: comedian-actor Ken Jeong, singers Robin Thicke and Nicole Scherzinger, and known anti-vaxxer Jenny McCarthy. Nick Cannon hosts the show, and he even joked that maybe his ex-wife Mariah is a contestant behind a mask. There seems to be an element of randomness in the show, which adds to the mystery. Because it's hard to find a common denominator among the judges, it will also be hard to tell who's competing. And because The Masked Singer relies so much on secrecy to work, the more mystery there is, the better. But that doesn't mean some secrets aren't spilled here and there. Izzy Pick Ibarra herself spoke candidly about the show to E! News, revealing some tips and tricks the show uses. The actual identities of the contestants are a heavily guarded secret, but maybe you can use these revelations to your advantages. According to showrunner Izzy Pick Ibarra, the panel of judges isn't as random as it looks. She really made sure to have a mix of pop culture celebrities and singers on the panel. This way, the judges don't purely comment on the vocal techniques of the singers. They wanted it to be comedic and fun so that the celebrity contestants also feel like they're not being torn down. First on the list was Ken Jeong, who Izzy felt was a no-brainer for the Masked Singer team. He was already familiar with the Korean show because his mom was a huge fan, and she insisted that he be a part of the American version. It helps that he's also a hilarious comedian. Jenny McCarthy also joined the panel, and she's the only one who believed in the show since day one. Everyone thought that the show was the worst thing that could possibly come on television, but Jenny knew it was going to be a huge hit. Finally, singers Robin Thicke and Nicole Scherzinger round up the judges panel. They bring to the show their musical and performance expertise, which makes it easier to guess who's behind the masks. Izzy, despite being a part of the team that brought the South Korean hit show concept to America, was unsure of how it would do. She didn't expect it to be a massive hit, but she has some ideas on why it did blow up. Izzy tells E! that a big part of it is simply how fun the show is. According to her, the show doesn't have a bad bone in its body and isn't starting drama or tearing anyone down. It's a fun guessing game that even the audience at home can get into with family and friends. How does a show with hundreds of crew members, a live audience, and social media keep the contestants' identities secret? Izzy says that with all the security measures in place, she's certain she would be an FBI agent or a spy. From the moment someone is booked for the show until they're revealed on the show, intense secrecy and security surround the contestants. One of the ways they keep it secret is by never referring to anyone by their real name for the entire production. Izzy also says that only a small number of people know who's booked for the show. The writers, director, and the studio team aren't told who the contestants are for less chances of leaks. Izzy made sure she was very careful about how many people know who are booked for the show. Out of hundreds of production team members, only 25 know the identities of the celebrity contestants. Casting is usually a difficult task for any show. Luckily, Izzy's got experience with casting from her time on Dancing with the Stars. And when it comes to pitching a quirky show like The Masked Singer to celebrities, it's either they get it or they don't. One approach to selling the show to casting prospects is by showing them the costumes. For some celebrities, seeing the high level of design that goes into the show is what seals the deal. Izzy says that for many others, it's about having the opportunity to show a different side of themselves to viewers. According to her, many celebrities find it freeing to hide their identities and then dispel any preconceived notions about them. The show hides its contestants with elaborate animal costumes. What we see on stage are an ornate peacock, a futuristic poodle, or a mystical unicorn. Even a pineapple and an alien made it onto the list of identities to hide behind. But did you know that it's the celebrities themselves who choose their character? This show gives surprisingly a lot of freedom to the contestants. Izzy says that she always wanted to give the celebrities a chance to pick a costume they identified with the most. She was surprised that many celebs got emotional and had deep reasons for choosing a certain costume. In the end, the costume choice was very personal for a lot of contestants. Others chose strategically, choosing costumes that had traits and characteristics similar to them. Margaret Cho was revealed in the 4th week of the show. She tells E! that she chose the costume of a poodle because she's a dog lover and loved how robotic the costume looked. Now that she's been unmasked, she also spilled some secrets about rehearsals. The rehearsal process is difficult enough, but with the confidential nature of the show, it got even more intense. Margaret recalls having to go to fittings and rehearsals in big hoodies and balaclavas so no one can see their heads or bodies. It's one thing for the crew to not know who the celebrities were, but there were also secrecy among the casted celebs themselves. Margaret says that they were also kept apart from each other, coming onto set at different times and with different schedules. They rehearsed in separate locations and were assigned different production people. They had remote and separate dressing rooms too. To really keep everything a secret, there was no crossing of paths even between contestants. As part of keeping their identities under wraps, many of the celebrities had to be treated as if they weren't celebrities. Each contestant knew that they were going to be referred to by their costume name, but perhaps what surprised them was that no one could really speak to them while they were rehearsing or shooting the show. Izzy says that the contestants were basically ignored. Even their managers, agents, family, and friends had to be masked and cloaked while on set. The representatives and siblings could easily give away the identity of the contestant. It could have been a huge culture shock for some celebs, as Izzy claims it was a really different experience for them not to be treated like a celebrity. The costumes are big and complicated, and performing in them is no joke. Izzy Ibarra says that the celebrity contestants can't put them on themselves, so each one has a team of people dedicated to dressing them for the show. The difficult costumes must make going to the bathroom nearly impossible, but performing on stage in them is a real challenge. For many of the contestants, the costumes make it very difficult to see anything. According to Izzy, the most disarming thing for the contestants is getting on stage. Weight is also a challenging factor to deal with while performing. The lion mask is made out of clay, which has then been dipped into gold, making it a very heavy headdress. The raven costume includes 9-foot-long wings, but they are far from being light as a feather. Despite being called a reality show, many people know that these shows are scripted and rehearsed, but The Masked Singer isn't completely scripted. In fact, the judges are given total freedom when it's time to guess who the Masked Singer is. The no-filter rule is a secret Izzy was more than willing to spill. The judges were told to just say whatever comes to their mind because thinking aloud also helps the audience at home. But Izzy said it's much harder than it looks. When you're sitting at home and having access to Google, guessing can be easier. But for the judges, it's all happening right in front of them. It can be overwhelming, and it's harder for them to piece all the clues together. The clues were another aspect that the celebrity celebrity contestants had control of. It was also one of the most challenging things to do because they wanted to give away just the right amount of information. Margaret Cho said they wanted clues that were pretty obvious, but at the same time not. Could you guess who the contestants were from their cryptic answers? Leave your answers in the comments below. The hit TV show is already set for a second season, but don't underestimate them just yet. Izzy says that all of the contestants and costumes are going to be different for the next season, perhaps with more challenges up her sleeve. Many celebrities are already showing interest to be a part of the next season. Can these celebs surprise more people with their singing abilities? We'll have to wait and see. What do you think of The Masked Singer? Is it a hit or just another trash TV show? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.